as an answer. Well, I sure did. I think violence is similar to anger, and if we can control anger, we can with violence. My first two reasons are that one, violence kills people, and second of all, violence can also get you to jail. The reason why I chose these two simple reasons is that one affects you and one affects society. So my first reason is all about anger. Anger. Yeah, we all have been there. Anger is just like a complex emotion that just like it's not complex that we don't know how it works. It's complex that why we can't counter it. And that's why I thought of two tactics to think of violence as a counter of. So my first tactic is that patience. Patience is really, really useful when you can when angry situation arises. Patience is what I look up to and many other people look up to because patience is just an extraordinary skill that people who are special are unable to master. But if you don't think you're one of those special people, there's a second tactic that comes with this. And yeah, I haven't mastered it either, so you're not alone. So my second tactic is that ignoring the source simply. It's very easy. Just walk away, go on your phone, or just talk to your friend. It's a very easy way to walk away from a very messy situation. So there was, I have two pieces of evidence that I have collected from research and from religion. So I found this in a research site in a news website by Charles M. Blow. I understand the desire for change and frustration, but violence is not the way to do it. What he means is that violence, no matter what you do, will not change anything in your position. It'll just create something more disastrous. And also, there's an anecdote in Islam that the Prophet was asked by a man about what advice would you give me? And then he asked, don't get angry. And then he asked again, don't get angry. He asked one more time, don't get angry. The Prophet emphasizes that anger is a very serious problem, and even some people who excel at patience can't stop it. Even once the Prophet got angry, and when the Prophet was trying to influence the chiefs to Islam, a man asked him about Islam, and then he frowned at him. This is later known as Surah Al-Abasa. And also about my second reason, which is getting to jail. Jail is not what you want to do. You don't want to go there, and basically is getting in your record, and no job will accept something that involves about you getting into jail. There was also an incident in Charlottesville that a man who was apparently a neo-Nazi drove over a protesting crowd about Trump, killing one and injuring several others. So I by Martin Luther King. He said, "Hate begets hate, violence begets violence." What he means is that if you start something, then that something will create more of it. So then, when that neo-Nazi thought of this crowd, he got angry, and that anger evolved into hate, into violence. And then he decided to drive over the crowd. So, when I said hate begets hate and violence begets violence, right? That protesting crowd and the relatives hated him back. But what's interesting was that the killed person's mother decided not to hate, because I don't know how she knows. Maybe she knew about this quote, but she just knew that hating him back would just cause more problems. And yeah, I hope this speech has helped you neutralize your feelings, and anger will not be influenced into you. Thank you.